It was an evening trip for me this time to the 3 R's beach, just south of the Indian River Inlet in Sussex County.
Watch out for these lines here.
And when I met up with Ben Jawalski, he had everything ready to go. A cooler filled with freshly cut bluefish, special hooks, and homemade shark rigs. And a great attitude, considering he was about to send one of his friends out on a kayak at feeding time.
All right, man, drop the bait, drop the bait. And most people think we're pretty crazy when we kayak out the bait, especially at night, because we're kayaking out to catch sharks, and they don't really understand that whole concept of purposely trying to catch sharks. But I assure anyone who's a skeptic, when you reel one in or when you see one pulled out of the water, it's there's just nothing like it at all.
Now, I wouldn't call myself a skeptic, but after Ben and the crew from Surf, Sharkin Adventures sent me this photo a few weeks ago, claiming they were pulling in big sand tigers like this one right off the beach, I definitely wanted to see for myself. And within 20 minutes, I had all the proof I needed.
The first one we got was 75 with a fork length of 62, so 6'3" shark. The next one we got double hooked, and the second one we lost in the wash. I was estimated to be around 8 feet.
The one shark that was landed was a big shark by most accounts, with big teeth as you'd expect. What you might not is that this aspiring group of pro fishing guides isn't only landing sharks like this just for the fun of it. In a partnership with NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, these surf sharkers are helping collect valuable scientific data.
I knew I wanted to give something back. I'm catching all these sharks. They're protected species, so obviously they're somewhat endangered, and I'm catching so many of them. I really wanted to figure out how I could give back to the environment. You know, how can I do my part to help those researchers that aren't, seeing as many of these as I am? And I did a little research, and I found out that NOAA had a really big apex predator tagging program, and sand tigers is one of the sharks they were looking to get more research on. No one had ever tagged or released one that I know of, especially from the beach.
So with every catch, a numbered tag like this one is attached, and measurements of the body and tail, estimated weight, and date and location of the catch are recorded. If re-caught, the information will help shed light on migration patterns, growth rates, and reproductive habits of each shark species.
We're approaching the prime time for shark fishing right now.
As this beautiful warm evening turned into cooler night, we'd already brought 2 sharks into shore. And there is no slowing down. Just like that, the fight is on again to reel in 2 lines at once as the surf sharkers do their best to land the double.
It's just one of those things where there's people that have been attacked, people have died, people have lost arms, legs, and it's kind of that unknown, it's murky water, you never know what's down there. There's Jaws, Deep Blue Sea, all the movies, and it kind of creates an eerie feeling where people aren't 100% comfortable. If they see us reeling something in, they don't know, has that been there all day, will that bite me in the water? And it's kind of that unknown that really creates the that extra special feeling, I guess, when you actually do land a shark and to finally conquer, I guess, the unknown.
Don't even get a breath.
It's a success, as the biggest sharks yet are unhooked, measured, and tagged.
87 inches.
Nice.
71.
While still ready to fight another day, they're now fitted with a tool that could eventually save a species.
Surf Sharkin Adventures. This is how we do it, baby. I get rolled.